What's going on YouTube? This is ParkerLad88 coming at you with another video, and in this video we're going to be doing a character breakdown, a revised character breakdown for RJ. Similar to my other character breakdowns, we're going to be running through the move list, doing some combos, and then I'm going to talk about a game plan for RJ. So let's go ahead and get started. So if you guys like what you see in this video, please consider checking out my social media links in the description box. You can follow me on Twitch at www.twitch.tv/ParkerLad88. You can follow me on Twitter at ParkerLad2. Join the Whoosh Clan, my own personal Discord channel. And if you want to do a little bit more to support me, consider checking out my Patreon at www.patreon.com/ParkerLad88. Now, with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and start talking about RJ and his mobility. When it comes to mobility, RJ is actually kind of unique in a number of aspects. Let's talk about his forward dash first of all. His forward dash covers a lot of range, as you can see here. 2 forward dashes and I'm already right in the opponent's face. This kind of emphasizes RJ's aggressive play style. I can't do this particularly quick, but with a dash that covers this much range, I really don't feel like you actually need to. Backdash, RJ is actually pretty light on his feet, and as far as the amount of distance that it covers, it's actually pretty average. Moving into his jumps are, once again, pretty average. They're not too floaty, they're not too shallow, and his dash jump kind of emphasizes that as well. Now, when it comes to like the most efficient way to move with RJ, most people would tell you it would be his attack dash, right? But see, here's the thing in my experience with RJ, his attack dash doesn't work for me, because if I try and do it at the rhythm at some of the other characters, right, sometimes I'll get it, and then other times it'll actually be pretty inconsistent and I'll actually get normals out of it, right? So for me, I actually like doing RJ's wave dash. His wave dash is pretty good because his dash doesn't actually have a lot of startup. You won't be able to do some of like the plink combos, but I definitely think this is easier than trying to figure out his attack dash timing, which sometimes works and sometimes doesn't for me. So if it's my choice, I'm going to say go with the wave dash. Moving into normal based attacks, we have standing light, crouching light, standing medium, crouching medium, standing heavy, and then we have crouching heavy, which is RJ's launcher. Now, to my knowledge, RJ does not have any command normals, but if you guys have found any, please let me know. Moving into aerial buttons, we have air light here, pretty basic air to air. We have air medium. This is RJ's cross up. It is a shallow cross up. Half the time I actually can't get to work. Here we go. I got it. There we go. And we have air heavy. Now, one very interesting property of a lot of RJ's moves is you'll see they have double animations, and yes, they in fact hit twice. Standing light does this, standing medium does this, and then when we start getting into like his aerial buttons, we have air light, and then of course we have air heavy. So those are his double hitting moves. When it comes to moves you're going to be using a lot with RJ, RJ actually has a fair amount of normals to choose from. We have standing light, and I'll talk about why you actually use standing light. You don't use it for the intended purpose, but if I had to pick your go-to normals, it's going to be your crouching medium and your standing medium, but mostly crouching medium. Crouching medium has some good range on it, goes into a standing heavy, which can lead into combos, and it's very hit confirmable, so you can figure out whatever you need to do. As far as jump-ins, I actually don't find myself using jump-ins with RJ very much. Air medium is probably my go-to jump in. It's a very shallow cross-up, but a shallow cross-up is better than none. But this is probably going to be my main aerial button right here. So once again, in review, we have crouching medium. This is probably going to be your main grounded button. At least it is for me. Don't afraid to throw standing medium out there. And then air medium is my go-to jump in for RJ. Alright, let's move into throw. Then we have back throw. And yes, RJ can combo from both of his throws. We have EX. And yes, that is in fact RJ's EX range. It is silly and is great for going into combos, as you can see. But his EX actually does have a follow-up as well. If you hit the EX button again, he'll do this flurry, which you can then tack on super afterwards to go for a nice chunk of damage. You can see that's like 60% right there just for doing EX super, which is sometimes all you really want to do, just to sometimes put away the character. Sometimes less is indeed more. Let's start moving into special moves, and the first special move we're going to cover is neutral special. So if you do neutral special, RJ will do the wolf wheel. He will spin this projectile in place just right in front of him, which is pretty good for controlling his space. people will run into this thing all the time, which you can then proceed to go into one of his follow-ups. You can either do special and back special, which will do Wolf Wheel Alpha. He'll launch this across the screen like a true projectile, which leads into a hard knockdown, which is really good for confirming combos, if you're close enough. But other than that, it's just good to control space with. You can mix this up between just throwing them out, because once you start throwing them like this, your opponent will start jumping them, right? Then you can just throw these out as bait to kind of mess up your opponent's timing. But he also has another option called the Wolf Wheel Spike. Now, if you do Wolf Wheel Spike, which is special forward special, he will launch the projectile into the ground and then it will bounce upwards, as you can see right there. But this actually has another property as well. It's kind of hard to demonstrate, but I will give it my best shot. I just need you to help me out here. All right, let's see how this goes. So, what I'm attempting to demonstrate here is the fact that this is now an unblockable in the air. It's kind of like a proper dragon punch. So whenever RJ jumps up in the air, he is invulnerable to air attacks, and then he's also air unblockable. So in situations where you're trying to control space with this, and you think your opponent's going to jump it, you can do special forward special, leads into a ground bounce, and you can go full combo from there. So that's kind of what I was trying to show you guys. Moving into RJ's next special move, we have the pounce. So if you do forward special, RJ will do this small hop forward, as you can see here, and if he's close enough to his opponent, he will switch over to the other side. He can both do normals out of this, and he can do specials, as you can see right here. This is going to be one of your primary pressure tools with RJ, because just the opportunity to do left-right mix in combination with assists can lead to very easy sandwich opportunities, as you can see right here. And that's a large part of what you're going to be doing with this move. Pair with assist for maximum effectiveness, of course. Moving into RJ's next special move, we have the backswing bite. Back special will give you the backswing bite. RJ will reel back, and then he will do this punch towards the opponent. But this move also has some pretty interesting properties. Not only is it cool in combos, because it can combo into standing light, but it also can do some other pretty cool things as well. Number one of which is you can actually hold this. So if you do back special and you hold special, RJ will go into this stance, and his cuffs will start to glow. But what could this possibly mean? Confused? Well, for one, it's projectile invincible, and when I say projectile invincible, Mega Blaster! I mean projectile invincible. You can actually cancel out of this stance as well in a number of different ways. You can back dash out of it, forward dash out of it, or just cancel it by pressing the light attack option. Confused? This is actually a pretty neat thing to do in order to bait opponents into jumping in on you, because a lot of people don't cancel out of this move very quickly because they're so focused on charging the cuffs, right? So that gives the opponent enough time to just jump in on them and get a full combo. But when people fake this and people go for the jump in, you can literally just cancel it and then go for a launcher. And you can get a full punish on the opponent for attempting to punish you. So there's some mind games there. But the most important thing that this move does is it gives you access to the ignition knuckle. After his cuffs glow purple, if you just let it go, RJ does this fully projectile invincible, full screen, really quick attack where he punches you in the chest, and you can get a wall bounce off of it that leads to a hard knockdown, which you can very easily confirm into full combo. Just like that. So this move is really scary. When RJ has his cuffs online, you cannot throw projectiles at him, because at any given point, or if you just look at him funny, you'll eat ignition knuckle, and then you'll get full combo with RJ. So RJ becomes very scary in that regard. And then it also has one other property which we can actually change into assist. We're going to do a slight segue into assist from here, and then go back to the rest of special moves. So, base level, RJ's assist is going to be the Wolf Wheel Spike. As you can see right there. Nice projectile that gives you some upward coverage when you combine that with other assists that have forwards coverage. However, when RJ has his cuffs charged, he gains access to the ignition knuckle. And this becomes his assist, and he will never use this charge until you tag back into him and use the ignition knuckle again. Then he will lose it. So that means that you can also snipe assist or characters with the Ignition Knuckle, tag into RJ, and then go full combo. So RJ becomes very dangerous when he has the Ignition Knuckle online. So very important special move for RJ. Moving into RJ's final special move, we have the Knee Crush. If you press special while you're in the air, RJ will die with his knees towards the opponent, and if he hits them, it'll lead into a stagger state. Plenty of time to follow up for combos, as you can see right there. But this move also has another interesting property to it as well. If I can get Mag Defender to help me out here. And I'm going to demonstrate this using the Pounce as well. Do you see how absurd this hitbox is? Yes, this move has the ability to cross up. It's a really good idea to use this move with assists as well, just to protect yourself. If you have an assist online, you can throw this out and you don't have to worry about your opponent punishing you because you have your assist in order to back you up. So if you have one online, don't be afraid to throw it out. And as you may have seen there, the Knee Crush has a follow-up. If you press special again, you will get the Wolf Crush. So in addition to having assist, you can mess up the timing of their punish. If they press a button too early, you'll clip them with the Wolf Crush, and then you can proceed to go to combo from there as well. So make sure that you guys are mixing that up. And that'll do it for all of RJ's special moves. Alright, now that we're done going through all of the basics of RJ, let's go ahead and start moving into combos. We're going to start with auto combo number 1 with lights. We have auto combo number 2 with mediums. And auto combo number 3 with heavies. Now, RJ is very unique in his auto combo structure because he is one of the few characters that has whiff canceling auto combos. He's the only character where his base level auto combos you can just whiff cancel, and this makes RJ very dangerous for a number of reasons. Remember when I said we were going to come back to that whole standing light situation? Well, the third part of RJ's light auto combo is an overhead, as you can see. Now, this is very dangerous with a character with whiff canceling auto combos because that means that he can throw out overheads from ranges that you wouldn't expect him to throw out an overhead from. Something like right here. Like, do you see the range at which I can do this? I can fish with an overhead from essentially 2/3 of the screen away. This is ridiculous, especially in combination with assist in order to keep yourself safe. Medium auto combo is the same way. The final hit of the medium auto combo is an overhead, and when you combine that, if you have meter, you can just cancel that into EX, and then go into full combo from there. Another very scary tool for RJ. Let's talk about his heavy auto combo. His heavy auto combo is very interesting because the final hit of it has armor. Let me see if I can actually demonstrate this with Mag Defender. Alright, let's give this a shot. There you go, there's the armor. So yeah, outside of just being auto combos, RJ's auto combos are pretty good for a number of reasons, as you can see. Now that we have that out of the way, let's start actually talking about some real combos. Now that we're done going over auto combos, let's go ahead and start moving into real combos. Per tradition now, I will be demonstrating the fully completed combo with number notation first, for those of you who are a little bit more experienced in the game and just want to see what the combo looks like and what the inputs are. But those of you who like my normal teaching style of breaking down combos, I'll be doing that afterwards. So let's go ahead and get started with RJ's first, I think, intermediate-ish level combo.
Incinerate wolf spirit rush! This is the courage of a wolf! Lunar cyclone!
So the caveat for this combo is that this combo is actually not a full screen conversion. However, it can take you about 2/3 the screen if you choose to go this route before you actually have to get into the slide launcher part after you do Wolf Wheel Alpha. So there is that. Let's go ahead and start talking about the combo breakdown. So of course we started with our jumping medium, right? Then we go into standing medium, both hits, crouching medium, into Wolf Wheel, and then we'll do Wolf Wheel Spike, which is special forward special. Now after we do that, they'll do the ground bounce, then we'll just do standing medium into Wolf Wheel, and then Wolf Wheel Alpha, which is neutral special into back special. By this particular point, you should be in the corner, and then you will just go into slide launcher. Now, when you recover from slide launcher, you will then do another standing medium into Wolf Wheel Alpha. You will then do another slide launcher. And then you will go into medium auto combo. The whole thing. That will cause a hard knockdown. So let's go ahead and practice that part first. So that's pretty much where we are at right now. So after we do the medium auto combo for the hard knockdown in the corner, we will then do one of RJ's OTGs, which is just going to be light auto combo. You're going to whiff the whole thing and connect with the overhead. This part will pick the opponent up off the ground, and they'll do that ground bounce-ish type OTG that you see right there. From there, we will then do crouching light, standing medium, we'll go EX, and then we'll do the second part of the EX. The only difficult part about this combo is after you do the hard knockdown, going into light auto combo and then timing that crouching light, that's really the only thing that's kind of difficult about this combo. So we have the setup, light auto combo, and then getting that crouching light, and then going into standing medium from there. That's pretty much the only difficult part of this combo that you really have to practice. EX, and then you'll go into super from there. So, once again, if you are about at the mid screen, or if you are about 2/3 the screen, you should be able to get a combo that looks a little something like this.
Incinerate wolf spirit lodge. This is the courage of a wolf. Lunar cyclone.
And if you can get 2-3 meters, 853 damage for a combo that's not super execution heavy and can give you about 2/3 screen corner carry, that's actually pretty good. Let's go ahead and move on to the more advanced combos, and we'll start with just our basic bread and butter combo for RJ.
Incinerate. Equal. This is the courage of a wolf. Lunar cyclone.
Alright, let's go ahead and start breaking down this combo. Now, this combo is a full screen conversion, even from crouching medium. Even if you don't do the jump in into the standing medium and whatnot, even from crouching medium, this is a full screen conversion. But let's go ahead and take it from the top. We're going to start with our air medium. That was the jump in that I chose to do. Going into standing medium, crouching medium, standing heavy, and then we do back special. Doing standing heavy into back special will put them in this airborne state, right? And you'll have enough time to dash up afterwards and do a standing medium. From there, we will do a staggered crouching medium into standing heavy. And this kind of sets up the first part of the combo, and this is the first thing that you have to get used to with RJ. A large part of RJ's combo structure is his ability to circumvent the juggle limit by the fact that his normals hit twice. If you let the first hit, then it'll circumvent the juggle limit, and it's actually pretty important for him to extend combos as well as get that corner carry. So as you saw, we did one hit of standing light into standing medium, then we did one hit of standing light into crouching light into standing medium, or rather heavy auto combo. So that's pretty much what we did. Let's go back and talk about where we want the opponent to be whenever we actually start this. It's going to look a little different for different weight class characters, but for female characters and male characters, this is pretty universal across the board. So this is kind of where you want them. That's about the height that you want the opponent to be at. Let's demonstrate this with male character. That's about the height you want them at. After the standing medium, you see how high they were in the air? That's about where you want them, because you will need the extra height in order to do the first hit of standing light into the crouching light, into the medium auto combo. You'll need that in order to actually get that part. Now, the next thing we do after we get that hard knockdown, by this point we'll roughly be in the corner, right? So we'll then do light auto combo. Now, due to the recovery time on the light auto combo for that ground bounce, we will only have enough time to do the first hit of standing light, medium auto combo, or sorry, standing medium. We won't be able to sneak in another standing light first hit into crouching light. We'll just have to go straight for the crouching light. But then we'll do medium auto combo again. From there, we will then do our first crouching medium launcher. We will then do first hit of standing light, first hit of standing medium, and then we'll do EX. So let's go ahead and rewind for a quick second and let's break down this part because it is kind of a lot to take in. So we have So this is kind of where we are at right now. So after we do slide launcher, 1, 2, EX. So we just want the first hit to hit because the juggle limit will be so far maxed out that if we try to let multiple hits hit, they'll drop from the combo. So after EX, we'll then do instant air knees. You'll go up in special just like really quick. Just like that. Now, as soon as we recover from knees, we'll be able to jump almost immediately. Here's where the next tricky part of the combo comes in, and this is where you want to press the standing medium. It's almost going to be right at the top of the arc, like almost right as you're coming down, right up here. You see how early I'm doing that? If you do it too late, then the opponent will recover and you won't be able to get the combo. It's a very interesting link that you have to hit. That's about where you want it to be. You'll then come down with heavy afterwards as well. So you'll do medium heavy at that height. Just like that. After that, immediately after that, we'll do first hit the standing light because they're in a standing position, so juggle limit doesn't matter so much here. So first two hits of standing light, crouching medium, both hits of medium, crouching medium launcher. We will then do first hit of standing light, first hit of standing medium, wolf wheel alpha. We'll then finish it up with an OTG once again from light auto combo, and then we will go into super. So let's go ahead and practice the part starting from EX. This is what you want. So that's pretty much what you want. Once again. And then you'll finish up with OTG, and then you'll go into super from there. So, once again, things to practice. After you do heavy into the backswing bite, dash up, do those mediums into staggered crouching medium heavy. This will give you the setup that you need in order to practice RJ's links. So once again, you'll do the first hit of standing light into standing medium, and you want this height. That's the height you want them to be at, because after you do the first hit of standing light into standing medium, you'll then do first hit of standing light into crouching light into medium auto combo. So one thing you can do to practice on your own, don't focus so much on the juggling part, but focus on the timing. That's about what you want. That's kind of the timing that you want there. So this is the first kind of executional barrier for RJ's combos. If you can get that, you can do the rest of RJ's combos because this is littered throughout it. And then of course the second part that you will want to practice is after your OTG, doing it once again. But this time we won't have the height because of the recovery from the light auto combo, and we'll just do one crouching light so it'll look like this. That's about the time you'll want for that. And then of course the final part that you'll want to practice is EX, instant air knees, jump. That'll be the last part you want to practice. So, once again, I'm going to take this from the slide, but if you're able to do this combo, you should have something that looks like this.
Incinerate! Equal! This is the courage of a wolf! Lunar Cyclone! It's forfeit time!
And that'll do it for RJ's bread and butter combo, full screen conversion. Let's go ahead and move on to RJ's next couple of combos. So when it comes to other combos I'm going to be showing you with RJ, I'm not going to be showing like a whole bunch of things, but the main ones I want to talk about are comboing from forward throw, back throw.
Too easy.
And then of course comboing from EX. I have a really fun one to show you guys for EX. So let's go ahead and move on to comboing from throw.
Too easy. Incinerate! Equal! This is the courage of a wolf! Lunar Cyclone!
So, as you can see, very similar combo to the basic bread and butter combo that we just did. If you can do everything that was in the bread and butter combo, then you can do this combo too. The only difference is that we started from throw, and then we took it from as if we did the backswing bite off a juggled opponent. We literally just did standing medium, delayed into crouching medium, heavy, and then we just did the whole combo. So, if you guys can just practice getting it from throw, if you can practice that part, that conversion right there, in addition to everything that you practiced in the previous combo, then you should be able to do this combo as well. Let's now talk about the conversion from back throw, and as you may guess, it's the exact same thing. You just do the same bread and butter combo, taking it from as if you did the backswing bite, you do the standing mediums, crouching medium heavy, and then it's the exact same combo. So let's go ahead and demonstrate the back throw.
The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Incinerate! Equal! This is the courage of a wolf! Lunar Cyclone! It's forfeit time!
Let's go ahead and move into RJ's next combo, and that is going to be how to combo off of EX.
This is the courage of a wolf! Lunar Cyclone!
Alright, let's start talking about this EX combo. I did it from roughly about here just to kind of show off RJ's max EX range and the fact that you can still get this combo from RJ's max EX range just by dashing up and then, getting the combo started. But let's go through these inputs. So after EX, we'll dash up if necessary, both hits of standing light, crouching light, first hit of standing medium, and then backswing bite. This is very important because if you do both hits of standing medium and then backswing bite, you'll see it doesn't combo. So you do the first hit. That's pretty much what you want. This is where the first thing you want to practice is, which is linking standing light from backswing bite. That's the thing you want to practice. You want to wait for RJ to recover, and then do it. That's about the timing that you want right there. Now, once again, if you can do the first combo that I did, you'll be able to do the rest of this combo. This is the only thing new that you would have to practice. But once you are able to get that light link, you will then do the first hits, 2 hits of standing light again. You'll do crouching light, standing medium, crouching medium, and then you'll do heavy auto combo. This is really important if you are close enough to the corner, because when you start doing crouching medium launcher, light medium wolf wheel alpha, this will help you maximize your damage because RJ gets a lot of his damage from doing wolf wheel alpha. So we want to make sure we get both of those. And if we're like in a full screen situation, we won't be able to do heavy auto combo and then dash up to do the rest of the combo just because, you won't be close enough to the corner. So what we will do once we're in the corner is we will do that heavy auto combo. From the heavy auto combo, we'll then do crouching medium heavy, which will cause like the ground bounce, and then we'll just start doing this thing. And then it just, you know, begins like normal. Now, the only part that's different about this combo is once you actually do your second launcher, you will not have the ability to do EX again because it'll cause a hard knockdown. So what we do instead is we do crouching medium launcher, 1-2 wolf wheel alpha, and we'll do that twice before going into the light auto combo before we combo into super. So once again, things to practice for this combo. The only new thing you have to practice is doing backswing bite and then linking standing light afterwards. You want to wait for him to recover, and then you should be able to get it. And that's really the only new thing you have to practice. One thing I actually did forget to mention is because you're doing all this link-based timing stuff, after you do your first, or your second OTG rather, with your light auto combo, you'll just do one standing light and then medium auto combo, because by that time the juggle limit meter will be maxed out and you won't be able to have enough time to sneak in the crouching light into another series of medium auto combo. So, if you were able to do the entire combo correctly, it should look a little something like this. Incinerate.
This is the courage of a wolf. Lunar Cyclone. It's forfeit time.
And that's what you guys should get. So that's going to do it for all the combos I'm going to be showing you guys in today's video. Now let's go ahead and move into RJ's game plan. And if you haven't figured it out by now, RJ's game plan is basically do whatever you want. RJ is what you would refer to as a all-rounder style character. He has tools to basically fit your playstyle. He can do it all. He has Rushdown, which is probably what his playstyle more leans to. The fact that he has several overheads, good normals, good conversions. He has armor, among other things, on his heavy auto combo. All of these things lend very well to RJ being a more Rushdown focused character. But if you want to play like a more patient zony style, crouching medium fireball, RJ has a good fireball that soaks a lot of projectiles, and being able to fake throwing it versus actually throwing it, and the fact that he actually has anti-air properties on like the Wolf Wheel's spike now means that RJ's projectile game is just as good as any other average projectile game character. So if you want to play a more patient playstyle with RJ, you can definitely do that. RJ has the mix tools. In addition to having overheads, the fact that he has the pounce and knees that can cross up, this lends very well to sandwich opportunities like I demonstrated earlier. And if all of that wasn't enough, he also has the stance leading into the ignition knuckle. He doesn't have to deal with projectiles when he doesn't want to, and if you look at him funny, then you can just shoot him across the screen. But that's still not all. The fact that when you tag him out, he gains access to this as his assist means that he's also an excellent support character. So he plays every role in the game well. He's a fantastic point character with assist. He's a fantastic support character because you have access to the ignition knuckle to snipe assist or just a point character, and you can just tag into him and have him clean up because he gets fantastic damage. And then even as a solo character, once again, the decent projectiles, the good normals, the mix, RJ has it all to suit your play style. So you just kind of have to figure out how to play RJ that suits you. But if you're able to experiment and get used to all of the tools and just the various playstyles he has to offer, I think you'll be doing a pretty good job with RJ. And that'll do it for this character breakdown featuring RJ. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. Once again, if you made it to this far in the video, thank you for watching. If you want to do me a favor, check out my social media links in the description. I would really appreciate it, and I'll be back to you later with future videos. This is ParkerLad, and I will see you guys next time.